I have made one of the most difficult decisions I've had to do since becoming a parent, and that is accept a job out of town. I'm currently in Toronto. I'm in rehearsals for the Disney Cruise Line. I'm doing a very unique contract as what they call the BGA, a Broadway guest artist. If you've never heard of this contract and you're a performer, it's really cool. It was really designed for people who've got some major credits under their resume, and it's designed to sort of entice more seasoned performers to go on the cruise. So it worked. I'm here, and it's been a bit challenging being away from Steven and Maverick because I know it's a lot of work being a solo parent, and Steven's doing amazing. And we have an amazing babysitter, Andrea. So I decided to make a video about my life here in Toronto for our channel so you could see a little bit of what that is. And Steven's gonna make a video about his life solo parenting with Maverick while he's in Texas. I'm here for 3 more weeks. I've been here for a total of 3 weeks. So I'm total of 6 weeks that I'm here in Toronto rehearsing. I didn't even make the bed, but it's, they put me up in a really lovely apartment. It's in downtown Toronto, walkable to the rehearsal studios. I've been able to get a little bit of like work done. I'm not resting, sleeping great because I don't know, I guess I miss my home. A lot of light comes in at night because I'm in the city, so all the buildings have a lot of light, but the apartment housing is really, really quite lovely, and it does the job. So I'm about to head out and walk to rehearsal, and I'll show you a little bit of what downtown Toronto looks like. One of the first things people ask me is, like, why is Disney in Toronto? You know, most people think if you're gonna do something Disney, it's either gonna be in California or Florida. And I don't know for sure. My speculation, well, I'm sure it has some sort of cost-saving things, but my speculation is being in Toronto for the Disney Cruise Line live entertainment, there's a lot of international people that they hire from the UK, from other countries. And so the work visa situation, the union situation, is very different in Canada than it is in the United States. And I think it's probably a lot easier to be able to get international contracts here to rehearse, because you do rehearse for extended amounts of time, and you do rehearse for some pretty long hours. Some of this cast is doing 3 main stage shows plus deck shows plus safety trainings. There's a lot of long hours for the young cast, which the BGA does not have to do, but I certainly am trying to be sort of like a den mother to a lot of these performers and support them. So I think that's one of the reasons why we are in Toronto. I love our cast so far. First 3 weeks we rehearsed Beauty and the Beast. It's the first show that we learned. I'm playing Maurice, and it's a very talented cast. Very young, a lot of right out of college people, so it's very inspiring and energizing to be around them. As you can imagine with Disney, there's a lot of needing to protect things, so I can't show you where the studios are. And I can't actually record anything inside the studios because we want to preserve the magic, but I'll show you what the hallways look like. And I'm gonna make a fun video of like me taking a photo in front of every Mickey Mouse. This is the ship I will be on, the Disney Dream. I imagine my room's like here.
Just such an emergency. The knowledge and practice of first aid could be the difference between.
So I just finished watching over 3 hours of training videos, which is a big part of our job boarding the ship. You gotta know, you gotta be prepared for a lot of things. And it was very disturbing to think about the things we need to be prepared for. But I guess that's what we need to know. So we just finished our 3rd week here. And yesterday we had a meeting and we got handed this itinerary. I knew we were gonna get this, I just didn't know what it was going to be. So I guess because they build all the costumes in Florida and the ships tend to port in and out of Florida, they build and fit all the costumes in Orlando. So one of the unique things that I think is unique is they're flying the entire company to Orlando for 1 day to do fittings. But that's gonna be our next vlog. I'm gonna vlog the whole day, the whole trip with the company, so we can kind of see a little bit of what it's like, because it is going to be exhausting. We found out our flight is at 6:30 a.m., which means I have to meet the car at 2:45 in the morning. You know, and it's an international flight. I think that's why I have to do this so early. So it's gonna be a long couple days, so stay tuned. Our next video is gonna be all about this trip to Orlando for our costume fittings, which might end up being me going and spending the evening at Walt Disney World. Maybe, we'll see.